Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what is your divine path and how will things unfold for you. Very excited about today's reading, and to do it we are going to be picking between 4 piles. So we have 1, 2, 3, and I see this one as 4. So let's see what we have. For pile number 1, we have deal with the unexpected, and this is how your card looks like. For pile number 2, we have imagination. For pile number 3, we have finding the path. And for pile number 4, we have accepting challenges. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the amethyst, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, we have the cherry quartz, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, we have the green Aventurine, and this is what your crystal looks like. And for pile number 4, the yellow Aventurine, and this is what your crystal looks like. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. And because in my opinion today's reading is a very important reading for what's to happen in your future with regards to your divine path, how things will unfold, take your time with your intuition. Take a look at the 4 cards and the 4 crystals and see which ones you're the most drawn to. If you feel drawn to just one and you know that's your pile, then this will be your reading for today. If you, for any reason, feel drawn to several piles, you kind of feel drawn to several of them, and you maybe sometimes you know the order in which you're gonna watch them, trust your intuition with that. If you feel drawn to all of the piles, then trust your intuition with that as well. In all cases, do know that it is your intuition that is the magic that always leads you to the right readings. So make sure you use it, you trust it, you allow it to flow freely. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome to your card preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here, to share your energy as we prepare for your piles is certainly one of my favorite times that I spend with you guys freely. So welcome. Before we begin, let me introduce your cards to you. As per usual, on the left are the oracle cards, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using for your reading. I'm really looking forward to today's reading, wondering what's going to unfold actually in within the information in your cards today, what we're going to find out about your divine path, and how things will unfold for you. So excited. Let's see what comes up today. So, what is your divine path and how will things unfold for you? So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right. Let's pick up your next deck. So how will, there we go, your divine path, sorry, what is your divine path? And how will things unfold for you? Actually, I feel this one for sure. Okay. Right. Now on to the next. We'll divide your tea leaves into 4 piles, making it easier to shuffle them. Right, there we go. So, what is your divine path and how will things unfold for you? What is your divine path? Okay, that is a month. I'll take it, but I have to take a tea leaf for you. There we go. Right. What is... Oh! You know, a cat has 9 lives. And there's a message for you in terms of your divine path. If you have tried something that you really want and it didn't work, something that you deeply, deeply desire, is something that you're supposed to achieve that is waiting for you on the other side. And just like the lives of the cat doesn't die symbolically. And so the saying is, a cat has 9 lives. So here your message is, continue to try again, because you're supposed to get what you want in your path. You're supposed to be what you want and have what you want. And if you tried and it didn't work, go back again. You're supposed to get it. So that was a specific message for you. Let's now go back to shuffling. What? Oh, there we go. So that's going to line up there. This pile has 3 tea leaves. There we go. Thank you. And the coincidence, finding the path. It took time for us to find the tea leaf, didn't we? So interesting. Okay. The marvels. That's why I like to do this process on camera. There's so much magic during the preparation process. It is really a shame not to share it. I'm sure if you watch the preparation pile a lot, you would have noticed a lot of cards popping up saying a message, things happening. Yeah, that's why I really feel it's a magical process. Really, to me, it's a sacred process and I like to share it. Right, so, and now you get to see why a certain pile gets something more, why something works in a certain pile, because it's just meant to be the way it happened during the preparation. All right, so now let's pick up your tarot deck. And as usual, we'll be taking 2 cards from each deck. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, actually this one, and 4. All right, now let me just put the deck right there. Actually, I can put it here. There we go. So, oh, these are 2 when they're... okay, thanks for choosing it. I guess, there we go. So magical, do you see? That's how it works during the pile preparation process. We're just led and we let things happen. So 2, two, and I feel these two. There we go. Next, what is your divine path and how will things unfold for you? Now stick around, I will play a tiny game with you after I'm done with the piles because I want to help you answer a question in case you have a specific question about your divine path. So, and then maybe you'll get more into the details during the reading. I feel this one's moving. So these are two, and these are two. Okay. Now, it seems like this is the deck we're going to play with. Let me just move the crystals over here so that we have space, right? Okay. So now, let's go back to setting our intentions. What is your divine path? And how will things unfold for you? Are these two? They seem like they belong here. These two, and I feel this one. Ah, there are two. That's so cool. Okay, so I wanted to play a game with you guys. We did this before. To answer a specific question about your divine path, because I do realize and respect very much how important this reading is today. And for this reason, I want to help you answer your question. We're going to pick two cards, but before, shuffle your deck twice. 1 and 2. Okay. Once you've done that, go -5 from the bottom, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick up the 5th. And then go +3 from the top. 1, 2, and 3. So these will be our cards. And before I open them, or you open yours, perhaps you've already set the intention, or if you haven't thought about the question clearly, take a few seconds to think about what exactly do you want to ask in terms of your divine path and about what will unfold for you. So take a few seconds, ask your question, and then let's open up your cards. So you have the Death card, and you have, wow, the Star card. This is looking amazing. So to me, whatever your question was, it does look like there is a transformation within what you're asking about. There's a grand transformation. This transformation will lead to many new things being created. It's also going to lead to something rising. Star means several things. Take it as it resonates with your question. It could mean rising to the top. It could mean something becoming popular. It could be having a name. It could be healing something. Now, this specific star has both legs in the water and both jugs pouring in the water. So it's all in the fields. And this is really telling me to follow your star, or rather follow your intuition, follow your heart. You have a guide within you that feels and that has a vision, actually, to say this better, that has a vision and knows what it wants to do, what you want to get to. And that's exactly what you should follow, because your internal compass is correct. You're going on the right path. And because of that, you will see in the coming period, time after time, humongous transformations that are going to be happening for you. One that is near, one beginning of next year, one in the first quarter, one at mid-year, one right after it, and one in November. You know, it's gonna unfold in the same way. Some intervals are near, like in the next coming years, and some a bit far. But overall, you'll see that within this path, you'll be getting a lot of transformations, a lot of new things, exciting new things are going to happen. You're going to be rising. Maybe you're even going to become popular. You're going to have some wishes and dreams achieved, a lot of them actually. And the intervals aren't equal. Sometimes the intervals are very near to each other, and sometimes you're going to wait a long while before one big pop comes up, but you're always satisfied because with you, you're always winning and you're always rising. I'm so happy that you got these 2 cards. You also have your 2 cards in case you got your deck, which gives you further clarification on your specific question. I hope this helped, and let's now finish preparing your piles. Let's pick this one up. So, oops. That is pile number 1. No. Let's add the amethyst first. There we go. Now pile number 1 is sealed and ready. Pile number 2. With the cherry quartz. Pile number 3. And pile number 4. Go with the yellow Aventurine. Guys, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I always appreciate it. I am blessed with having beautiful souls like you around every day. It is one of my biggest blessings in life. Thank you for being the wonderful people that you are and for making the community such a wonderful community. Thank you. Love you guys very much. And let's get into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful amethyst, as well as deal with the unexpected. Treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. Quite interesting indeed. Treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. Let's keep it right there. I don't know why I keep hearing that word. Treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. Keeps popping up in my head. Okay, let's take a look at your oracle cards. So you have staying focused, hold the course. Okay, very cool. So hold the course, treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. So cool, really. You have Venus and Gemini with flattery. So it looks to me like what you have done in the past seems to be very important for what's to come. There's a continuation here because we have the god Janus looking towards the past and the future, you know, telling us there's some sort of merge happening at the moment and you're supposed to continue what you're doing. So this would tell me that you are actually on the right path at the moment, right? Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. So nice. Yes, so you're maybe building a foundation as your card suggests. You're doing something very important and you're being advised to hold the course. Yeah, especially if, you know, the Tower could be an energy of turbulent energy, although it does say solid foundation and you are. And what I'm trying to say here is, despite the turbulence in the things that could happen, the highs and the lows, keep at it. You are on the right course. You've built some strong foundation, and so with the unexpected, you're still going to be more than okay at pile number 1. So now let's take a look at what is your divine path and what's unfolding. You have, wow, starting off with the 6 of Wands. That's really cool. Okay. You see, you have a vision of success that's going to happen. And you have the Fool card. Okay. You have the 2 of Swords with peace restored. That's because it's a Thoth deck. That's why the meanings are a little bit different. And you have the 2 of Wands with Dominion. You have the 5 of Cups. You have the Knight of Swords. King of Wands. So this is the before tarot. These are the scenes right before the regular Rider-Waite-Smith scenes. And you have the Emperor about to sit on their throne. Right. So, I mean, starting off with the 6 of Wands, first thing, as you can see, is saying that your vision is going to lead to a lot of success. That's what's unfolding here for you. At the moment, you are building a strong foundation that will prove to create some sort of maybe empire for you in the future, for sure, because you have the King of Wands and the Emperor. You're building some strong foundation that will turn into something very successful in the near future, actually. Now, with your divine path, it looks like to me, especially that you've picked the amethyst and all of this purple that we're seeing in your reading, your divine path is very spiritual, and hence there are so many surprises to come. Especially, do you see the path? It looks like a rabbit hole, and you do have the Fool card suggesting that there are many surprises and unexpected twists and turns to come for you that you may not expect at all. In fact, with the 5 of Cups and the Knight of Swords, you will find yourself finding some challenges and rerouting instantly with these challenges. But you will never find yourself lost in this hole, because as narrow as it might be sometimes, you will always have a vision of success that will lead you from out of these challenges. It will help you be bold, be strong, and because you will be the type that will persevere during challenges like these, you will be one of the few that comes out of the other side successful, building something very strong. So yeah, you're not starting. I mean, you're on a journey, and there, just like the Fool doesn't know what's gonna come. You know, the Fool might meet an amazing people like the Emperor and the Empress, but then might meet the devil on the way. That's not a bad thing. The Fool is going to learn so many things from this devil. My goodness, so many things from the Tower that will lead the Fool to the Star, to the Sun, to the World card. So with the World card, you know, it's like a completion, fulfillment of everything that you wanted. So as you can see, I do see in your path a lot of twists and turns, that is for sure, but you will always find your peace restored, even when it's confusing, even when it feels like you're holding on tight to something difficult. You will always find yourself in control. And that's why You deserve this position that we're seeing here, this emperor sitting down on their throne, this king of wands just about to receive their wand. You deserve all the great success that's going to come for you, because it seems to me like you are a person who will persevere, who will always figure out a great and brilliant solution with the Knight of Swords during every confusion or every challenge that comes your way. Now, this is not just something that's happening to you. The challenges happen to everyone. Twists and turns happen to everyone. But your path or your reading depicts to me that you are someone who's going to hold the course. You're going to stay at it. You're determined. You want that success. That is your vision. And I do see you moving from one challenge after the other, successfully creating a huge foundation, just like the tree, just like the tower, level after level, branch after branch, until you create a strong foundation that can never be destroyed, or, you know, at least in your lifetime, or who knows how long. You will be building something strong, something great, and you will be known for what you have built. Pile number 1. The wonderful thing, however, that I'm really seeing in your reading, you know, the tower here represents a solid foundation, success with effort. It's not a tower that's going down. And also here, I feel like with this type of foundation and the tree going up, that the wonderful news about this, in your specific path, the unique thing here about it, is that whatever you've built, you will never lose. That's a really cool thing moving forward from here. You know, a lot of people, they build a lot, and then at some point, to learn, they lose what they've built, you know? And that's very unfortunate. Yes, they gain so much knowledge from what they've done, and they perhaps are able to build it back up very quickly again. But that's not your story. Your story is, yes, you will be getting a lot of challenges, some disappointments here and there, or worries, you know, sometimes loss of hope a little bit, or a little bit of despair here and there, challenges in general. But with the challenges, you will not only overcome each and every one of them, pile number 1, but you will never, ever lose the foundation that you've built previously. And that's why you have the god Janus here. Whatever you've built in the path will continue with you in the future. Strong, solid there. So you finish a level and it's yours. All you need to do is solve the challenges for the next, and so on. Pile number 1. You are certainly on a spiritual journey, one that is meant to help you grow and is meant to help others grow. With spiritual journey, I mean, it's not just a journey that has to do with being successful, making wealth, although there is nothing wrong with that, so long as you have the right intentions for it, for yourself and others. But I mean to say is that your journey truly has a strong effect on something. You have a hand in making something important happen, or helping something out. Let's pull out your cards. I want to get more information for you with regards to that. What are you helping restore, or what important role do you have, my dear pile number 1? I want to know. Can we kindly know for pile number 1, what important role here are they playing, please? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's put this here so I have a little bit of space to answer that question. So you have the Queen of Swords. This could be many things, actually. You have the Ace of Swords. It's, with all of the swords, a lot of you, it's more of an intellectual thing rather than you know, physically doing something. It's more intellectual, it's more ideas. Maybe it's more about speaking, teaching, sharing ideas, writing, something like that. Okay. You have the Empress. It has to do with healing. So could this be speaking to heal, maybe? Speaking to heal, to nurture, either human beings, maybe the planet, maybe health with all of the plants here. I'm not sure. Let's find out more. See, with the Queen of Swords, you're maybe making a plan. You're putting a better plan to something. You're showing a way, a system maybe, to help heal a situation. You have the Four of Cups. You're bringing solutions that other people are not seeing or are not aware of, are sleeping and don't understand. And once they know maybe the dangers or the solutions, that there is a way out of it, it's like they wake up and they find a reason to start working on that issue. You have the Three of Cups. It certainly has to do with people. Pile number 1. So maybe it's waking up people, awareness, getting up, helping them one way or the other. This is, of course, very specific. If this doesn't entirely speak to you, that's okay, because always remember, this is a general reading. You will always understand what your message is specifically to you. This is what the magic of receiving a message is all about. You will know what it's saying specifically to you. So overall, I see speaking, I see teaching, I see healing, I see presenting ideas in a way that haven't been heard of before, putting it together in a unique way. And I see that mainly it has to do with people or waking up people. Pile number 1. All right. Now that we've had a good look, let's get more information about how things will unfold for you. So overall, we know that there are challenges and you're overcome them, and that you are going to build a strong empire, a strong foundation one day. Let's get more information about your success and your foundation and how it's going to feel like. You know, I'm going to do something really cool. I'm going to do near future, further, midway. So near future, midway, and end result. Okay? 2 cards, 2 cards, 2 cards. So can I kindly get more information? And let me first put these back and I'll come back. All right, so how will things unfold for you in the near future? Please, I see these 2. So near future. Ah, thanks. Halfway. Are these 2? No, it's just 1. And what is the end result? Ah, I see these 2. So let's see, pile number 1. Near future. Whoa, Knight of Wands and the 3 of Wands. So in the near future, you are going to be receiving great news. But do you see that with the 3 of Wands? You're going to be receiving great news, some sort of offer, maybe a lot of sales. I see that in the near future you have worked on something now very hard, and it's coming full circle for you. It's going to be maybe your first step of or the next expected step of great success. So here, for a lot of you, you're either receiving some promotion, you're receiving in the near future. 3 could even signify in the next 3 months, by the way. a promotion, a raise, a bonus, or an upgrade in sales. If you have a business, you're certainly celebrating a milestone that you love. You know, this Knight of Wands in specific feels very posh, not just in the way their home looks nice, but also, you know, they're wearing a lot of gold. And it gives off, this card in specific is giving off the vibes of luxury, feeling pampered, you know, wealth. So yeah, in the near future, I'm foreseeing that there is an upgrade for you in your career, in your life. There's an upgrade in general in your life. You're receiving some great messages or a great upgrade for a wonderful, a job wonderfully done, because it's full circle here. You've done something well. The star also signifies power, so this is also giving you power. It's a great milestone for you in the next 3 months, and you celebrate some sort of wealth coming in, some sort of upgrade that is happening in your life, an upgrade in your life, your work and your life in general, because we see not just luxury here. We see this woman sitting in their robe. They're pampering themselves, they're taking good care of themselves. So yeah, we have this air of being pampered, being taken care of, feeling great, feeling wonderful. So yeah, in the next 3 months there's an upgrade to your life, and it is because of a work well done. This foundation is done. You never lose that. Let's see now, midway, what's happening. So you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Magician. Whoa. Midway, my dear pile number 1, because of the foundations, the many foundations you've built, you will feel, whoa, I was able to succeed at this and this and this and do this and do that. You've done so many things midway in your path. I see that because of these things, you will start making a new strong foundation to something super magical. And perhaps here really pertains more than ever because it's magic. It reminds me of, you know, spirituality here in the crown chakra. Now at this point, more than ever, your real spiritual path is going to begin, pile number 1. So let's say, for example, here you're learning more about, you're learning skills on how to do certain things that will help you later on in life. You already think you're on your spiritual path, and you certainly are, because from the very beginning we did mention that you are on the right path. But again, with the god Janus, we see using the past for something great in the future, and now we see it here. Now you think this is what you're going to be doing for a while. You'll be surprised that by midway things are going to go so well. There's a strong foundation. That's why you have the Tower. You're going to build such strong foundations that it's going to allow you to start something crazy. Just like standing on top of a tower, thinking, hey, why don't I now take it to the next level? Like, I've already done this and this and this. How about I take it internationally, for example? Or how about I partner with a big corporation to spread this? Or how about, you know, something like that. So midway, you're going to be starting something crazy good. And you'll realize that this was really your divine path and not what you thought you started out with. Okay? This is going to be magical. This is going to take everything to the next level. Yeah, and that's why you have levels in the Tower here. Everything in the world to the next level. And now I understand why you have the King of Wands and the Emperor. This is certainly an empire. Pile number 1. Such a cool, interesting reading for sure. All right, let's see how this is all going to end for you. So excited. So you have the Ace of Cups again. You don't stop, do you? Pile number 1. And the Three of Cups. So look, Ace of Cups and Three of Cups. With the Emperor, first of all, I could say you are going to be someone who ends up leaving a name. Not that you want not that this is what you want. You're very spiritual. You have an objective. You know what you want. You want to make a change, you know? But you will be ending up, for sure, creating a name. You know, people will remember your name. Because I see a crowd here with the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Cups. You're loved. There, people are maybe following you. They admire the work that you've done. And I see this is going to end up working even when you one day leave the earth and go to another plane to do something else amazing, I'm sure. People are following your path. You're going to create something so ingenious. Pile number 1, a strong foundation that is so brilliant that fixes something at its core that that people will follow you after you have gone. And my dear pile number 1, your reading was so interesting. I have so much respect for you. I wish you all the best of luck. And this is why your card says, stay focused, hold the course. You are building something great. Please stay at it. No matter where the rabbit hole takes you, it's taking you in the right direction. You will never lose what you've built, and you will always overcome every single challenge that faces your way. This was your amazing reading, my dear pile number 1. Sending you a hug. Love it so much. I can't even begin to express. Such an exciting journey. May you always be blessed and do the best. Pile number 1, this was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 1. This book could really help you out in your journey. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And pile number 1, let me tell you, it was a real pleasure doing this reading for you. I wish you the best of luck. May you always be successful and blessed. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful cherry quartz as well as imagination. It says, draw from the well of your own capabilities. Really interesting. Let's see how this unfolds into your reading, especially that we're doing what is your divine path and how will things unfold for you. So let's take a look at your oracle cards first. Yes, I remember in your reading you got 3 of these. Really cool during the pile preparation. So you have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. How interesting. You know, with the rainbow and the peacock, I really see by fellow travelers here is that you are on a very unique and bright path. Very, especially with the white peacock as well. Certainly a unique path ahead. I feel, actually I see that it's so unique that no one else will be taking this path but you. How is it so unique like that? My dear fellow traveler, that's why you have imagination. Maybe it is so creatively unique that no one has the capabilities to do it but you. Let's see. You have, see, because even in your pile, you were so unique. You got, in the preparation process, the tea leaves kept falling on your pile. You have Mars in Taurus with defense. Okay, it is a journey that you need to protect. And so it's kind of like you were born with these unique capabilities to go through this unique path. You are someone who is very creative, someone who almost gets visions when you close your eyes. Things move, things happen, you get ideas, it's so ready, it's like a whole story pops up in your mind and the whole plan is done, bang, and it's ingenious and you're doing it, and maybe people are asking you, how did you come up with this? You don't even know, just popped in your head. So yeah, you have very unique capabilities that are there, meant for you to take a specific, unique path to do something creative. Oh, there's a month here. It says June. So June could be June, it could be summer, it could be 6. Let's see how that serves us. You have, okay, and work, achievement, success. So obviously you are already a hard worker. With defense, I feel like you're so passionate, or going to be, but I feel like it is something you're already very passionate about. You care about a certain cause or a certain idea that you have in your mind that one day you want to do. You're so, I don't want to say obsessed because it sounds negative, but you believe in it so much and you're willing to put in some effort towards it. For a lot of you, something special with regards to this journey, very special, is going to happen in June. Let's check out your cards later and see what. Goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So this certainly pertains, obviously, of course, to your spiritual journey. You will be getting a lot of material growth, and this divine path with this type of creativity, along with the hard work and your belief in the cause, is going to do something with the gold. I feel like it's going to do something, I'm not going to say unique. Of course it's unique. I mean, you're going to present maybe a brilliant solution, or you're going to show people the right way of doing something maybe. We'll find out as we take a look at your cards what is so unique and creative about it. But you are here, my dear pile number 2, for a very specific cause. This is not a general cause at all. You have the 5 of Cups, loss and pleasure. And I just want to say something. Everyone has a unique path, by the way, and everyone, what they do is special, right? Everyone is part of this whole mechanism that does something brilliant. But in your reading, I'm trying to say that you're very skilled. You have a brilliant mind, especially on the creative side. You have a lot of capabilities, and all of this together will have a huge effect directly from you. Pile number 2. So you have the 5 of Cups with loss and pleasure. Okay. You have the 5 of Wands with strife. You have the 4 of Wands. 5-5. You're here to make a change. 4 of Wands. 5 of Wands again. Certainly a lot of Wands, showing how passionate you are about something. 4 of Wands, you will be celebrating something. You know, with the 5 of Wands, you care so... Do you see with the defense here? You care so much about it that no one dares stand in your path. That no one dares stand in your path. Oh my God, did you know what I just noticed? Take a look at that. It says June. Can you believe that? It says June the 21st. Look out for something that will be very important at that time with your divine path, that creative path that you are so passionate about. There's something in June, my dear pile number 2. All right, so you have the 5 of Wands. No one dares come near this project that's in your heart. by that, I mean, if investors come in, for example, and they're like, no, we need to do that to gain more money, you're like, oh, no. We're never taking the quality out of that. We are never going to not present it in the best way to help people maybe heal, understand whatever unique path you are on. We are never touching this part. You're stopping investors, you're stopping employees who want to do it easier, you're stopping partners who want to maybe decrease in the quality of product or whatever it is. You're stopping everything wrong. You have a cause you believe in. No one can come near your idea or the vision that you have, the specific creative idea that you have, because you know you're gonna win, you're gonna make a change. You have the Knight of Swords, and this is the before tarot. So this Knight of Swords just got on their horse. They're just about to maybe leave their people or lead their people. You have the Chariot card. Again, someone who just rode on their chariot and they're about to charge forward. And wars, and I'm not saying you're going to go into war at all, but I am saying that you're willing to fight for this, and you're so passionate about it moving forward that you will be protecting, supporting, going forward with this brilliant idea, because you have all this passion within you, because you're meant to achieve this mission. It's screaming within you. You know what you're supposed to do in this pile. I'd be very surprised if you still don't know what this is about. If you don't, something is about to hit you. But I'd be very surprised, pile number 2. I feel with all of these wands, you're so passionate about something. Even if you don't know exactly what it is now, at least you know what you're very passionate about, what you love to do, what you do with so much passion, pile number 2. So you have the 7 of Pentacles. See the fire? Unbelievable. And you have the 9 of Swords. This is really cool. This is the Oracle of Delphi giving some news. I'll tell you more about the story, but let me first take a look at the cards and see why the Oracle of Delphi appeared in your reading. Let's take a closer look now, as we've understood what you're all about, what you want to do, what is your divine path, and how will things unfold for you. You're going to shape something in the material world in the direction of something spiritual to genuinely help and fix something. We cannot even begin to describe. I know I won't say it so many times, but we can't begin to describe how much you're passionate about this, or once you begin on the journey. Now, next June in specific, you may hear some specific sad news about this field that you're passionate about. Maybe there are changes in laws or a change in the system. Something will be happening in June. That's why June is a very critical time for you. So here, the Oracle of Delphi gives out the news that this king's child will one day kill them. And so, long story short, this king could have changed, instead of trying to take all the wrong decisions to stop his child from killing him one day, could have really changed how the path is going by giving his child the right values and healing the situation, right? So it's always in your hands. Anyways, I don't want to veer off course. What I want to say is that some big decision is happening in June next year in this field. So you're growing at that time, you're doing great, you're getting ideas, you're thinking about maybe starting this journey, or maybe you've already started, you're working hard. Things are per usual. Next June, pile number 2, I know, as we've already established, something's changing in your field, some news is happening, and this is where everything is going to change here. Once you hear the news, it is slowly deteriorating something in this realm. So for example, if you're a teacher, maybe some crazy decision comes up next year and you know what, we're gonna cancel 6th grade and they can study at home and come back in 7th grade. I'm just making things up, right? Or maybe if you are an engineer, an architect and an engineer, there's a weird decision for any weird reason. God knows what happens now. They say you can't insulate your houses anymore. Or any crazy decision like that. Okay? For lack of resources, for whatever happens. I'm wishing the best for the world next year. The best. I should come up with much nicer examples. Like, for example, we all have to buy new phones across the world to integrate a certain technology or whatever. So anyways, whatever it is, this is making a lot of people worry, right? This is where you come in. Because not only are you upset, greatly upset with this decision, but you feel like your role has started. You watch this and you know that you can do something about it. You know you were born for this. And you know if you don't do something now, you're really doing a disfavor to everyone. You know, I can't tell you how much I know that you should know, that you just know it right now, that this is your role. You have a brilliant idea, you have a brilliant vision, as usual. Things pop up in your mind. And you know that you're made for this. And because you know that so much, you're so sure you're going to succeed, because it just makes sense. How can you be made for something and you're not going to succeed? And that's exactly what happens here. I see that all of a sudden you're maybe pausing what you're doing or finding a great slot, and you are jumping in to save the situation. You would have started by June next year either something new or full-time, or you put in so much focus in this area in specific. Now, I see here that just as these are moving in this direction, you're moving faster. So you're quickly bringing in your creative juices, you're working very hard, and you are quickly able to put something together to present a solution right away to save the situation. Maybe you're discussing things with investors, or maybe you have the finances, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it's as easy as turning on your camera. I'm not sure what your field is, but I do see that you have the resources, the capabilities, and you're very ready. You jump on it straight away, and you lead people behind you who are startled. They don't know what to do. You're equipped. You're like, we're going to do this. Do not worry about your phones. Do not worry about the schools. Do not worry about this. Do not worry about that. Follow my guidance. We're going to do this, this, this. And then you teach people. You create maybe something, and you quickly solve the situation from something that was super disappointing, a change that was disappointing, to a change that is solid, that protects from this situation. Pile number 2. You will perhaps know acutely why you were born, why you're here, what is going on next year in June specifically. So continue on your path, pile number 2. Continue as they say, continue to swim. Keep on swimming. You will find you will be doing something very important by that time. Let's see what effects are gonna happen. Are you gonna save the situation quickly? So first, are you able to solve the situation quickly? Queen of Cups. Ooh, and Four of Swords, very easily. You're healing something very easily. Yes, and it looks quickly. It's like you're ready. I've done this. I know this. It's mine. Leave it to me, right? So yeah, you're solving it really quickly. Oh, there's another card. Ah, see, Four of Cups. You're providing a solution that others can't see. You're presenting them with something unique, new, that they haven't heard or seen about before. You're presenting it really nicely. It's almost like an angel presenting it. Someone from another world presenting it. It's going to be brilliant and such a savior during a time that is needed. Okay, so now let's take a look at what kind of... So we know everybody's benefits already. You're saving some people, right? Let's see your benefits. What benefits are you, other than your love for saving the situation? What other benefits are you getting from this? Oh, well, I gotta take this one. I feel it. A lot of cards here. What is this? 3 and so 6. Yeah, look out for this news. You have the Page of Swords. Ah, your image is being spread. So popularity with the Page of Swords. People are loving this new initiative that you took and you're spreading. They're finding you magical. You know, there's a word spreading around about this wonderful person who came out of nowhere and did something great for everyone during a time of need with all of this gray here. So yeah, you're being loved, respected, known. There's a spread to your work. Wow, you have the Star. You have a dream come true with this. So I feel like as you are helping everyone, you're helping to achieve your dreams. I see you having a lot of fun doing this, you know. You're achieving your dreams. See, this is a unique path. Remember when I told you something within you is screaming? You're like, I need to do this. I was born to do it. Something is like not leaving you alone until you do that. And so as you're saving everyone, you're feeling so happy. And you're achieving your dreams with that. You know, we're seeing in the Stars card, the family having fun, enjoying their time. So I see that you not only are you enjoying your time, you're also achieving your dreams in your own life as well. Maybe it's supporting you in every single way that you want. Say you want to travel, dear fellow traveler, you travel. You want to live a comfortable life, you're living a comfortable life. You're enjoying your work, talk about enjoying work, my dear. Pile number 2. Oh yes, you will be loving your work. So yeah, you're achieving in general. Take note of what your dreams are. You will be achieving them greatly by June. If you think you're achieving your dreams now, oh boy, my dear pile number 2, watch what happens in June. Whether you are now or not, this is a general reading. June is another story. And you have the Empress. Do you see? Again, you have the idea of healing a situation. Now, we were asking, what benefit is it to you? You must be such a sweet person, pile number 2, because you're so proud and happy that you're giving this nurture out. So you're achieving your dreams, your word is spreading, and you're so happy that you're helping others, not even notice the situation, not worry. In fact, now this is telling me that the options that are already there, even before the bad news, wasn't really that good after all. And so what you're providing is something even better. And so you're making people think, thank goodness this situation happened for us to have something like that. So going back to, for example, the insulation. Let's say, for whatever reason, we're not able to export certain material for installation, and you come up with something that is more natural, maybe more brilliant, something that is easy to find in your country, and something that is cheaper, more sustainable, better for the environment, and so on and so forth. I'm not an engineer, excuse me, or an architect. My apologies. But what I want to say is it's much more brilliant, and it's providing everyone with more options, maybe helping with better air filtration. I'm just making this up as I go. Please forgive me. But I'm just trying to relay the image that I'm seeing. Something is not presented in the best way, and you are presenting in a much brilliant way, and people are now very grateful about hearing this news, because they get to have something amazing like that. What was once such heartbreaking news is turning out to be one of the best things that happened. So you're very proud that you are changing your community, maybe the world, your field, in that way by June, because you're doing it so easily, you're enjoying it, you're protecting it. I see that in the beginning as you're releasing it or publishing it. Now a lot of people are interested in what you're doing, and now they want it to make profit, and you're like, oh no, I'm doing all this to save people, I'm not cutting on this, I'm not doing this. And because you were so adamant, you win. You get what you want, even more than what was expected, and you help everyone else. So you have all the right intentions here, pile number 2. You're not going to let anyone stand in your way. And because you are following intuitively your divine path this way, you're making things happen brilliantly. I see that by June, starting June, you're making your dreams happen as you save everyone else from something. Now, I will use the last 3 cards to see what is unfolding for you after all of this happens in the rest of your future. You have the Ace of Swords. This is a new beginning and a new path for you moving forward. King of Swords, I see you teaching others maybe how to do it, how to set a system for it. So you've come up with something brilliant. You're teaching people. I see you're even teaching organizations, not just regular people. Now you have everyone's attention. You're teaching the whole field how to do it. You have everybody's ears. Everyone's attentive. Everybody's listening to how you're doing this. Maybe you're even changing the whole system in the field, and you are one of the key players now that is changing the system after this brilliant idea. I wonder what you're going to do, pile number 2. I'm just reading and trusting your cards. You have the 2 of Swords here. I believe 1000% in this card, and I know next year we're all going to know what this is about. And I hope you remember this reading, because I would love to learn more about you. So what is up in the near future with the 2 of Swords? So first off, you're living a very comfortable life. For a lot of you, I see you choosing to live this comfortable life by nature. And you're at peace. Now, with the 2 of Swords, I see that you will actually be managing 2 things in the very long run. That project, perhaps teaching it to the corporations. But my dear pile number 2, it seems you're passionate about something else. You're such a passionate person. There is a new endeavor, something that you're very passionate about in your future that you will also give birth to. And you will continue to take care of these 2 things forever. Shall we take a sneak peek what this new thing is in the very long future? I hope we are able to take a sneak peek. Nine of Wands. You know, the Nine of Wands reminds me of the wands that form a wall. So to be honest with you, to be very honest with you, the first thing I got hit with when I saw the Nine of Wands, but I said let's keep an open mind and see the rest of the cards, is that you're not supposed to see exactly what it is now. There is so much more for you on the table. There's so much more magic and creativity, because these are the tools of a magician and the Nine of Wands. That is to come. It is yet to come. But let's see. There are two more cards, so let's see what they're saying. Hanged Man. He's like, hang in there. You're not supposed to know it now, really. You're not supposed to know it now. It will reveal itself in due time. See, you have the Wheel of Fortune, when the time comes. But it also will be very fortunate for you. It will also be something that changes people's positions and situations, and it will also be very fulfilling to you. What a magical reading, my dear pile number 2. What magic is this? I hope next year in June you don't forget me, and I hope you let me know about it. Do know that when you come back and you tell me about what happened, I always read it and I'm always rooting for you. Pile number 2, this was your magical reading. I'm wishing you the best from my heart. May you always be blessed. Such an interesting life path. This is what I see in your divine path and what is unfolding. Wishing you the best of luck. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, Pile number 2. This book can really help you out with everything that's unfolding, help you, manifest what you want, help other people, become productive, have visions, become productive, hold on to it and get the results, all while enjoying the process. And that's what you're all about. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process, as I've mentioned. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And pile number 2, I'm going to say it again, it was a real pleasure spending this time with you. May you be blessed. Thank you for sharing your story and allowing me to read for you. I wish you the best of luck from my heart, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful green Aventurine, as well as Finding the Path. It's really interesting how this card came up, especially that we're taking a look at what your divine path is, right? It says, you are the driver and the navigator. Such powerful words. Let's see how they fit into your reading. And as you know, we're taking a look at what is your divine path and how will things unfold for you. We'll be taking a look at your oracle cards first. So, pile number 3, you have Distant Thunder, Clear the Air. Really cool, okay. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this is really cool. Because this is not something ahead. This looks to me like there is something that's already happening and it's now being cleared. We'll find out more as we take a look at the rest of your cards. You have Venus in Cancer with birth. Yes, this confirms what I've intuitively felt. So you're already maybe worried about something. This is going to clear out. With the mountain, it could be a strong challenge, but you are also depicted on a high balcony. This looks like 1001 Arabian Nights kind of luxurious palace. So you are also in a very powerful, good position. Challenge, but you are up for it. And that's why you are the driver and the navigator. And it looks like with Venus in Cancer that you're starting a new You're finding maybe a solution. You're finding a brilliant idea to take yourself out of it. We'll see what this is all about. But with finding the path, I intuitively feel like you may be around the same path, but you haven't really started your path clearly yet. You may not even know what your path, your clear path is yet, or you may be on your path, but there are obstacles at the moment. All right, we'll see. You have Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Something is stubborn in your ways, like there's a stubborn obstacle perhaps. It should be taking you in the right direction, but because of its stubbornness, it's going in the direction that it wants. Also, this reminds me of, because, you know, it's so tight on the animal. I feel bad for the animal. I feel like maybe you are also, could be hurting yourself without knowing. That's why there is divine intervention. Interesting. Let's find out more about this. So, pile number 3. You have 8 of swords. 8 of swords with shortened force. Yeah, I was just reading both at the same time, and I wanted to tell you all at the same time that this is a Thoth deck. That's why the meanings are a bit different. So this actually gives me an indication of me wanting to do all of these things at the same time. This usually doesn't happen. Maybe you have so many things that you want to do at the same time, and that could be the thing where you're hurting yourself, maybe, because 8 of swords is stuck energy. And so with shortened force, you can do everything at the same time now, but in the long run, it could be difficult, right? So that could be maybe the challenge, and there's a divine intervention to slow you down or something. I don't know. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You have the Justice card. Maybe this is about finding justice for you, balance for you. That is the right balance for yourself, where you can achieve what you want, but at the same time, maybe not hurt yourself. So how is that going to happen? You have the 5 of Pentacles. You have the King of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Wands, and this is the before tarot. She's just sat on her throne. Okay. Maybe you can see an opportunity and you're taking it. And that's why you are putting all of this effort. You're putting all of this effort all at once, perhaps. Are you working maybe on many things at the same time? Or do you have many goals at the same time, which you're meant to all achieve? Like maybe you're working on your family, you're working on your work, you're working on your business, you're working on, I don't know, exercising. I don't know. You seem to me from your reading that you're doing so many things. You're pushing yourself. And you're on the right path, but there are obstacles on your way. But the path is not clear yet, actually. Even if you think it's clear. To me, it seems like you're still finding it. It's still going to take you left, right, until it becomes clear. You have the 2 of Swords. That's before the original Rider-Waite-Smith. You have the Queen of Pentacles. In conjunction to the 5 of Pentacles. How interesting. And you have the King of Cups. You know, the specific King of Cups reminds me of a mic. Let's see what this is about. Let's connect it together. I'm getting ideas, but I'm not yet connecting it. So give me a second here to look at your cards and see what your divine path is and how will things unfold. Actually, pile number 2, I think I totally understand now what this is about. So here's what I see. Here is what I see. Where you already are is part of your story. It's part of your divine path, obviously, for many reasons. I see that you're in a good position with regards to your work at this stage of your life. You know, the Queen of Wands is just sitting on her throne. I see that with the Arabian castle here, that you feel fortunate. You feel you're in a good position than maybe a lot of the people around you, and you have worked very hard. You seem to have worked tirelessly. Maybe you are working in a company with a great position, maybe, yeah, or whatever exactly it is. You feel, and you are right, you are very fortunate. But with the thunder, now I'm understanding, you know, they remind me of being overworked. And so, yes, so you are so grateful with your position that you're putting everything in what you're doing now. You're respecting what you have. And the idea here mostly at the moment has to do with finances and not really fully with your heart. I mean, with the Queen of Wands, you're doing things well, you're doing things passionately, you know, you respect what you have, you're full throttle in it, full blown in it, I mean. But it's giving you finances, but you may feel a bit empty inside. As much as you're doing it with passion, you're doing it mostly because it's giving you great financial stability. You're worried about lack of finances. So the status quo that's the block in the road. You're fortunate about this opportunity, about this position. You're putting all of your work, you're working very hard, but you're really looking for your stability. I see 11 twice. I know this is the Two of Swords, but I'm seeing 11. Perhaps something will happen in November. Maybe something will change in November. So there is, moving forward, there is this blindness. I don't want to say blindness. It's not so exactly it. It's not nice, and it's not exactly what I want to say from my heart. I want to say you're blindly following the path because you're very fortunate about what you have, and for a while you'll be pursuing this because you want that stability, right? But something is changing here. With the Justice, you're finding some sort of balance, moving ahead. And once you start thinking about that balance and realize that blessings and fortune don't just come from a certain way, and that there's always a smart way out into connecting with what you want and still getting this pentacle, the King of Pentacles here, this getting what you want, things will start changing for you. Maybe this will be in November. I feel like by 11/11, you know, pile number 3, coincidence, you know, these synchronicities, not coincidence. These synchronicities are not coincidences. There is certainly, because 11 is a divine path. In November, you are changing, maybe not changing jobs, you're still where you are, but you are finding a smarter way to manage that stress out. You're slowly and gradually taking a lot of the effort you're putting in here, balancing out through something, and then later on you'll be out of this actually and doing something that with the mic speaks to your heart. And this is with the dragon, is where your roar, where you are going to find more success, like bang type of success, because that will be exactly, you have found, you know how you focus the camera, you've exactly focused your divine path. Now where you are at the moment is right. Don't attempt to change where you are. It is part of your divine path to maybe do that or create that financial stability. But ideas that are coming in my head are things like, maybe you'll start, for example, creating balance and energy by creating more systems here, giving you more energy to rest, but also to look, to look into the other direction. So maybe you will be, creating a system. This could be sharing efforts with a team. Maybe you or your company is hiring a team. Maybe you're creating a system. Maybe what else? What other ideas? Negotiating. You come off as someone who's well outspoken, smart, very well spoken. So maybe you're negotiating and making it a bit fair. I don't know. But by November, my dear pile number 3, there is a shift here. You are not so much loaded as you are at the moment. All of this load with the 8 of Swords is showing me feeling stuck. You're stuck. It's like the only way you can keep that position or keep that wealth is to feel stuck like that, And by November, you're in your path, things are changing for you. And that's a critical moment for you, where you will figure out a way, negotiate, create a system. We discussed that. That will now bring your energy down. It will help you wind down, go, let me now think about how I can use this extra time, this extra energy or maybe the extra finances to help take me out of this path towards a path that is speaking more to me. I see you moving forward actually in the beginning of next year. You start discussing things, or maybe continuing on from November. Please excuse me. I don't know why I intuitively said by beginning of next year. It could work for a lot of you, but it could also be continuation from there. I see you start looking into the other direction. You see the faces are all in this direction. You're now looking into this other direction, meeting people, discussing things, looking at other plans, slowly but surely. And perhaps the reason I said beginning of next year, you'll start to put something together at the beginning of the year. This new path will speak much more to your heart and will maybe even get you more finances. It'll be more aggressive in terms of bringing you more finances, because in tarot the king is after the queen. So there is more finances in this area, especially that we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, meaning you're more emotionally satisfied. You're happier in this direction, my dear pile number 3. And once you start looking the other way, you will be at the beginning of your real path to starting your own path and doing your own thing. Since this is a reading about what your divine path is, we've seen your story of what's unfolding, how you're going to start your divine path. Now let's take a closer look at what your divine path is. Since this is what you're birthing. Oh my, wait a minute. You know, recently, this idea of the solar eclipse that is happening in November. The eclipse that is happening in November. There's something new happening for you. We see November. You know that quote, remember. What was it? Remember. The 5th of November, was it? Anyways, there's something in November. I can't believe I forgot that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're taking a look at what these two are alone, divine path is. So, pile number 3. Wow, you have the King of Wands. You have both the King of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. You always seem to me like you're in a high position. King of Wands, wow. First impression is that all eyes are on you. You're on fire. Okay, let's see more. You know, King of Wands, Mike, everyone sits by the fireplace at night. That's when the entertainment begins, especially in ancient times, you know. They sit by the fire, get warmed up, and they start telling stories to each other, entertaining, sometimes singing. So for you, pile number 3, this looks like it's you might shift into the entertainment business. How cool is that? Okay. Oh, this popped up in another pile. Now, entertainment business, Page of Swords, this reminds me of going viral, you know? You're gonna get into the entertainment system and you're gonna go viral. So you're either gonna do it online or you might not do it online, but it will go viral online, okay? We have here the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Your entertainment will also involve an intellectual element to it. So, for example, if you're a singer, for example, your music has something valuable to add, like strong lyrics that move, or a new way of producing music, or a new way in which you use your vocals. If you are presenting the news, then you're presenting the news in an entertaining way, and it's going viral because people are loving the way you are presenting the news, right? Yeah. What I want to say is there is an intellectual element to your entertainment. 7 of Pentacles. We're taking a look at your divine path. 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, actually, this reminds me of Snow White. And with Snow White, the first thing we remember is, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? So within your divine path, a lot of people are comparing themselves to you, because although you could be doing something that many have done, but you're the best, the best one to have done it, especially in the intellectual way and maybe the creative way you're going to entertain. So a lot of people can see all of the apples maybe online, all of this art, all of this creativity, all of this entertainment, but you're certainly standing out very, very easily. Seven of Pentacles shows me that it's slowly but surely growing once you begin. You go viral, you grow, and then you go viral. And then you're like, whoa, okay, so this person is certainly unique. And you stand out. You stand out. Pile number 3. Queen of Pentacles. The amount of Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles and Queens and Kings and Court cards appearing in your reading. Queen of Pentacles here has someone with them. So this is actually telling me maybe you will partner with a great, what do they call it? A great manager? Yeah, a great manager to manage your business, or I forgot the name. A great manager who will, or PR consultant or something. You will partner with someone who will have together, you will have a wonderful effect in your career. So this person is there for you, but you would have partnered with a brilliant person to help you out with this journey. And you begin this entertainment career, perhaps by beginning of year. It starts in November. And Queen of Pentacles shows that there's a lot of abundance in finances. There's a lot of independence, meaning you have the money and the capabilities to do what you want. You have more than enough to survive and live free and enjoy your life. For sure, pile number 3. We have 2 more cards. And I want to take them as an opportunity for an advice for you right now, my dear pile number 3. You have the 4 of Pentacles. I see. And you have the Judgment card. My dear pile number 3, your advice at the moment, if you're feeling, oh, how am I going to do this? I don't have time. See, the 4 of Pentacles is like, whatever you have is enough now. I mean, whatever time that you have, you're going to put it to finish what you want. Whatever resources that you have, you need to use it for whatever you want. Whatever it is, exactly that makes this hard to hear at the moment. Your advice is that for things to rise and for the situation, the tough situation to end at this moment and for you to rise, is that despite you thinking that you don't have the time, that you lack something, look closely, pile number 4, how you can resolve this situation, because the Justice card appeared to show that you will be resolving it and fixing it by November. Do you need a team to help? Do you need to create a system to help? Do you need to negotiate something to help? Something is within your reach that you can do to slowly take you out of this direction and for you to look into the other direction that is genuinely speaking to your heart. Don't do it abruptly, obviously. Keep the great opportunities that you have now, but come out of it safely to the other side, so that you can make use of what you have now, maybe to create what you want, or maybe to go slowly from being abundant on this side to slowly moving in abundance to the other side. Slowly but surely, you'll pave your way, my dear pile number 3, and this is exactly what I see in your divine path and how will things unfold for you. I wish you the best of luck. May you always be blessed, my dear pile number 3. This was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, Pile Number 3. This book could really help you out in this transformational journey and how to manage your time and plan things well and do what you start. It is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. With this, you can slowly figure out your goals, how to achieve them, how to make them happen every day, how to use the resources, the time, whatever it is that you want, to slowly shift into the direction, the favorable direction that you want. It really could help you out in so many ways. I'm sure you're gonna love it, and if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. You'll also find reviews, all the reviews there, so you can check it out yourself. You'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box with the reviews, as I said. And if you're interested in listening to the book, if you want an audio version, that's also available. And Pile Number 3, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. It was so enjoyable listening to your journey and how things are unfolding for you and what you're about to do. I wish you the best of luck. May you always be blessed, fortunate, and enjoy your journey along the way. That was your reading, and Pile Number 3. I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, Pile Number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful yellow Aventurine, as well as accepting challenges. It says, trust your inner resources. So intrigued. I wonder how this is going to fit into your reading, and we're specifically taking a look at what is your divine path and how will things unfold for you. Right, let's take a closer look. So first off, we're going to be taking a look at your oracle cards. Ooh, you have vast vistas. Expand your horizon. All right. You also have Moon in Aquarius with independence. Okay. Okay. Let's see what your tea leaf has. Jug. Light-hearted, carefree time. Okay, that's really interesting, coming with accepting challenges. But let's take a look at your tarot cards. Pile Number 4. So you have the Ace of Pentacles. Looks like a light bulb. You have the Isis wings as well. All right, Isis wings. This has to do with resurrection. Okay, you have the Nine of Wands with great strength. You have the Eight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. You have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is about to receive her cup. Right, this is the before tarot, that's why she's right about to receive it. You also have the High Priestess. Again, this is the before tarot. And you have the Temperance card. And you have the Five of Wands. And it's interesting that this High Priestess appears, because you are about to discover something. You know, you're about to discover something. You might be in some sort of challenge, helping you discover some wisdom to your divine path. Because here, the High Priestess is holding, of course, the Torah, which is a Jewish book of wisdom, of course. And there is fire here. It's like some situation is happening for you to save some sacred wisdom, or for you to discover some wisdom that will be the key, because you know the high priestess is holding the keys here to the heavens and the earth, that will be the key. That's why there's a light bulb. That's why we have resurrection. That will be the key to great wisdom, to what's coming. The high priestess, behind her, we see a veil because she is the gatekeeper to this world and the other world. And the veil is full of palm trees and pomegranates. And the pomegranates are aligned in the same, how do you say it? In the same place, forming the tree of life, showing that there's creation of something, a birth of something. And this veil is suspended by these two pillars, shadow and light, showing that from a difficult situation you will find the light. So the high priestess, there are many great things that will be unfolding in your path. High priestess shows, as the gatekeeper, of course, shows that you're not really meant to know exactly what it is, because you're meant to go through this challenge at the moment. But my dear pile number 4, make no mistake, you are on some deep and big spiritual path. Just as the high priestess here is holding the Torah, the book of wisdom, you will have sacred knowledge that nobody is going to have, maybe, that you're going to discover something big, very big. And that's why I've looked at this card in the beginning with great interest, because it looks like there's a surprise coming up. And that's what the high priestess here shows. It shows that you're going to get into a path full of surprises. Do you see how the hands are hiding something behind them in the Nine of Wands? Nine of Wands shows a lot of rods, and you can't see past them. They're protecting something. So you're certainly being veiled from fully seeing what's up ahead in your divine path. I'm very sorry about that, but I will tell you many things to expect and how you're getting into it, what's coming out of it, as much as we can see in your reading. My dear pile number 4. What I can tell you now is that there is a new beginning for you. There is a resurrection. And this new beginning is something that you will absolutely love. So at the moment, you're going through challenges, and your advice is to go through these challenges without suffering, because this is not how you are going to continue living at all. This is not how you're going to experience the rest of your life. And so you're being advised at the moment to walk away from this energy by 2 things. As I said, first thing, to take it easy, to know that it's not going to be it. See, with all of the light shining through, your main card says accept challenges. Take it very lightly. If you were to peek into your future and know that everything is going to work out more than great in the way that you would love, and that there are so many surprises and secrets to come, would you be worried now? Not at all. And so your first advice here in your path ahead is to know that you're becoming out of a difficult situation. You know, the box almost reminds me of something feeling claustrophobic, like you're stuck, you don't know how to get out. And you will be independent, you will be free. You will come out of this very easily. You're not going to suffer for long. There is a resurrection here. Even if it seems impossible, Isis was very capable of taking her husband Osiris's body from all over ancient Egypt, putting the body together, resurrecting him back into life. And, by the way, just a quick piece of information. There is a certain body part that Isis wasn't able to find. Yeah, you guessed it. And despite all of that, they both were able to bring Horus into life. Now, this shows that despite the challenges and despite how it may look difficult at the moment, things are going to change drastically for you to an extent that is not shown for us now. If it just seems impossible, yeah, well, how am I going to get this dream come true? How am I going to get this dream come true, or that or this, with all of what's going on here? You'll be very surprised to see how this is going to unfold. But for the moment, first, I already told you the first advice. We've already established that, and that is to go through these struggles calmly, knowing, pile number 4, that there is a promise in your reading that the light is going to come through. You're going to come out of this, and you're going to love with the Queen of Cups what's coming. Second advice, to get out of the situation with the 8 of Cups. Here we see someone studying it, and with all of the hands in the Temperance card, you will find balance by working through it and not letting it go. Don't give up. Maybe the challenges are a lot on you at the moment. It's ganging up on you all at the same time, and you're really wondering, am I going to look at this or deal with this or deal with that? How am I going to do all of that? And so your advice here is to take it little by little, work on each one separately, but make sure you handle them at the moment calmly with the Temperance card. Work hard, but calmly. And you will be surprised to see, pile number 4, that your real spiritual journey is about to begin. I'll see a date for you, but you know what? It's just as similar to another pile. You have 11. I know it's the High Priestess is 2, but it's showing me 11. And then you have 1. Something in November also for you is happening. Some great changes are happening for you in November. So, yeah, take it lightly, continue to work at it, and trust your inner resources is trust the messages that you're getting. It will happen, although it may seem difficult at the moment. So second of all, actually, I will see what we're allowed to know as a result of the great surprises that are coming. But first of all, I want to seek advice on what your divine path is. I know there's a lot to be revealed later on, but of course with the High Priestess, this is a highly spiritual journey. This is a very unique person and needs someone like you. The High Priestess shows that you are very spiritual, very intuitive, someone who has a very open mind. One of the amazing things about the High Priestess that I love is that the High Priestess has such an open mind, way beyond the ages and the times and the wisdom of the times. This is ancient wisdom. She has such an open mind to listen to the right things, regardless of whether they initially agree with what she believes in or not. She has the open mind to listen to them and explore them and to think about them deeply and to draw her own conclusion. There's deep wisdom, and this shows me that you're a very old soul, someone who's come here many lifetimes. There's sacred knowledge to you. You've done so many things that given you so many experiences, and this collective knowledge and wisdom and past experiences along with this life's experiences are really going to help you out first come of this easier than you think, and will help you in a very spiritual journey to come. So let's get more information about what your divine path is, pile number 4. It's like you'll be receiving your divine path exact information about your divine path in due time. But see, you're very near to that point. Very near. You're at the shore. So can we kindly get more information? See, with the red cross here, it's like you're a savior. It reminds me of an ambulance. Your divine path has to do with some sort of saving someone or saving people. I'm not sure. Yeah, saving something. Oh, you know, this is also Aquarius energy of having an open mind. Exploration. You have this divine path because you naturally, you have this unique path that we're going to discover, hopefully, because you have an open mind way beyond your years to accept things that not everyone is can easily accept. You have that open mind to listen and to think. Just like the jug, you know how they say, in order to learn, you have to have your cup empty to allow new knowledge to come in so that you can test it. You have the Page of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. So your divine paths, these are the clues we're getting, certainly has to do with perhaps the internet. You'll be doing something online. It's not going to be tied to a location or an office or anything like that. So I see you have freedom to move. So yeah, it is online. Queen of Pentacles. You're going to be independent. Yeah, it's not going to be, you're not going to be working for a company or with a company. You're going to be independent, doing it on your own, the way you envision it. Five of Cups. This looks like someone who heard some sort of news and is disappointed. They look like they're crushing a spell. It's like you're breaking a generational curse or a generational pattern. Yeah, you're breaking a generational pattern that you're meant to break in this lifetime. Ancestral curse, ancestral pattern, ancestral karma. You're breaking that in this lifetime to do something. That's why you may be going through some challenges that you're meant to accept, work with, and break. Do know that you're coming out of this. Let's explore what this karma is before we continue. What is this generational karma? Queen of Swords, Two of Cups. Perhaps it's expecting an instant reward, and when it doesn't happen, there is disappointment. And that is a big deal in the story, because there's so much potential in your generation. You could be a family of genius people full of potential that never came out into the world. And you're gonna be the one who finally uses that great skill or talent or resources, inner brilliance, to make a change or to do something very important. You're gonna break out of this. Perhaps it's learning to be just a little bit more patient, to overcome the waves of challenges until you are able to ride the wave. Pile number 4. And while it's important to expect results, of course, it's being patient with it and knowing that sometimes it doesn't work, and taking a different route and a different one with the resurrection until you do it. That knowing that if it doesn't work the first time, it doesn't mean that it's not written. It certainly is, but it's about trying again. That it's okay. You're certainly breaking a curse here. Okay. And you're breaking a curse and then starting something independently. Wow, you have the Lover's card here. You're choosing something. The Empress card. You're choosing a path that is more healing towards you, healing for you, and maybe healing for others. It's a secret now on what exactly you will be selling. It says for sale. But you will be selling maybe a service or a product that is very healing for your soul and others. And with the Queen of Pentacles, obviously, you're also making great money out of this. There's healing, a lot of healing in your energy. You're a healer. You could be a healer for something. See, with the High Priestess here, I'm not sure, but you do have a lot of wisdom that can heal others. You have the key to something. And maybe we both don't know what this key is, but when the opportunity arises and you're able to do things effortlessly, heal effortlessly, to speak about it effortlessly, or to create something effortlessly, you will know what your keys are. All right, so let's take a look at what the results are of you starting this new journey when the time arises, which obviously is very near here. Let me shuffle the deck and come back. But I will tell you something here, pile number 4. Although your pile did not give us all the juicy details as the other piles did, I will tell you one thing. With the High Priestess here, this shows us that you are going to have a unique journey, a path that is not just highly spiritual, but it's like it has its name, your name on it. It's a very important job, one that requires a lot of wisdom, sacred knowledge, important information, maybe into the Aquarius age here, being a key person in the Aquarius age. And you're going to be a key person in unlocking something important fundamental, very fundamental. Okay, it's not known now what it is, and that's why it says trust your inner resources. Just trust the path for now. Pile number 4, you will be mind blown at later on discovering what you're really here to do. Maybe someone is going to ask for your help, for your vast knowledge. You're all of a sudden going to get an offer that you were not expecting at all. I'm not sure. But let's see what the results are of your life. What's unfolding once you get this secret or unveiled path that we can't see for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I feel this one too. 7. So 4, you have the Page of Cups. So first of all, you're seeing yourself in a very different light. You're starting a new journey with the Page of Cups here, where you truly realized why you're here, why you're born, and you're rediscovering who you are. You're like, wow, is it really me that is going to solve this? We see the angels going, yes, yes, he found out or she found out who they are. Yeah, really, you're going to be rediscovering yourself, really knowing why you were here. And that's why your cards are saying, just hold on, there are surprises down the road. Wow. Really interesting. Okay. Whoa. Okay, so this one first. All right. Ace of Wands. You're going to lead something big. That's probably the secret here. You're going to lead something important into the Aquarius, Age of Aquarius. Okay. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Let me think about it here. I see all of these angels collecting knowledge. That's why your pile has to do so much with knowledge. One of your blessings is that you will gain access to secret knowledge, ancient knowledge that nobody knows about. You're going to get your hands on very important information. You will be really blessed with that. That would change your life and change others. Maybe with the 8 of Swords, you're helping yourself be unstuck from all of the challenges that used to keep you stuck. And it is also helping others find their power in one field or the other or something. Really taking people, allowing people to find their power. This card keeps showing up in nearly, I think it showed up in all of the piles now. Again, this idea of showing others what they did not see, that they were sleeping from. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Your work will help you reshape maybe the way we view our emotions in specific. And the reason I say that is because these vessels, they keep the temperature of the water cool even in hot weather, very hot weather. So it's like you're reshaping maybe something about mental health, self-reflection, internal power. You're maybe gaining access to old wisdom. Or if it's not mental health, then reshaping some laws, you know, a body of law of how to do something. You're reforming how we handle something. And that's why, see, the reason you have an important role is your generation has maybe a brilliant mind, or a strong character, a brilliant mind, a couple of things that need to happen together to be able to take on a big mission like that. And by deciding to persevere, you break that generational curse, and you're able to begin this path. The Six of Cups. So we're constantly seeing the results of this spiritual journey, of what is unfolding. So Six of Cups, a lot of you will be forming a very healthy, beautiful family that will be cozy and very loving. That's part of your journey. Also, it may be for some of you, the vessel could be, you know, the mothers. So maybe you are healing families through your work. That's another thing. And the Judgment card. Finally, in this specific Judgment card, someone is at the tomb here, also praying to a goddess. So there's a transformation. You're making some grand transformation that you'll be very proud of, which will help you rise too. You're helping others rise, and you are rising as a consequence in your position, in your finances, in your power. You are going to be living a totally different life, like from start to end. You and your family, or the family that you're going to form, once you start this spiritual journey. You may be very surprised to learn that this spiritual journey will actually start this year. Start this year for sure. My dear pile number 4. Just remember your 2 main advice for now, pieces of advice for now. 1, do know that things are changing completely for you in the future. So don't really take the challenges, not the challenges. No, don't really take the bad energy and the suffering that is happening at the moment too seriously, because it's about to end. So always remind yourself when things get bad, just say, I'm not staying like that forever. It's going to end. This is not my reality. It's going to finish. I'm not staying here for long. It's going to finish. Second of all, knowing that to break this curse, you're being advised to look into it now and think about, okay, I can make this easier for myself. I can fix this situation by doing this. Look into it, because sometimes when there are too many things happening at the same time, we feel overwhelmed. We just let it go. No, you're being advised to eliminate the easy things out so they're less stressful. Take a look at the hard things and maybe break them down into little goals to help you fix it little by little. And really, your balance at the moment is to work on these different challenges little by little, and you will find that very, very soon, by simply, just pretending to work on them. And I don't mean pretend, I mean work on them, but they will magically dissipate. And so later on, you will realize that it dissipated in a much easier way than the effort that you thought you needed to put in. So just put it in, do your best, and it's going to dissipate by its own, and you will be starting a very important spiritual journey my dear pile number 4, one that will flabbergast you, and you will see for the first time why you came here and what you came here to do. You'll get in touch with it, and it will be mesmerizing to think that you were the one chosen for such a grand mission like that. And you have the keys. Once you begin this journey, you'll just know what to do, my dear pile number 4. This is exactly what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck in your journey ahead. May you always be blessed, my dear pile number 4. I'm wishing you the best from my heart on what's to come. I'm so wowed by your reading. And this is what I see for today's reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 4. This book could really help you out during these challenging times to make it super easy for you. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. Yeah, going through it with fun. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. Pile number 4, it was such a pleasure getting to know you, getting to know your divine path. So honored. Wishing you the best. And pile number 4, I'll catch you in the next reading. As always, love you. Bye.